Hey y'all, this is Kevin Rev Kev Auto. Hey, we're back working on this old Crosley. Trying to get these little window frames right here out. We're gonna put in a panel. Instead of putting in a glass here, we're gonna just put in a piece of a panel. Try to get it to where, maybe you can see what I'm doing. It's just got some little screws. But, you know, 48-year-old car. I don't know how old it is. It's a 48 model, I think. Not sure. We actually haven't got the title on this car back yet. But that was in bad shape. Oh, that one is too. Been having to kind of take pliers and channel locks and do the old vice grip garage on it, pun intended. Trying to get these screws out of here, but we'll see what happens. Maybe if I can get these, I'm gonna come out this side. That's good, just like a little screw that holds it in there. So we'll work on getting them out, and we'll show you what we're gonna do to it whenever we get them out. All right, so I got the little frame out, and we've already kind of cut the other side, so we have a pattern for this one. So I'll show you what we're gonna do. I've got some up here at the gas station. They were doing remodeling the gas station, changing it from a Sinclair to a Phillips 66. So they had some extra material left over. It was their extra last job, and then they were going back out of state, and said anything I wanted in the truck, I could have it. So if y'all wonder where all that material from my office came from, that's where it came from. And I got a few little extra pieces left over that we're gonna try to utilize. So we're gonna put it in this little frame right here. It's pretty easy stuff to cut. It's aluminum. It's basically aluminum over plastic aluminum. So we're gonna make a little panel out of it. I'll have to get in there and screw this all off and all that stuff. That's basically what we're looking at right there. Kind of makes it more of looking like a little panel truck. Kind of like that. But we do have an issue, and I haven't quite figured that one out yet. On these windows, I guess there's a piece of rubber that goes over this pinch weld and then comes out, goes up, and holds your glass in there. I've never been able to find this stuff at like the parts store or at the lumber yard. Not sure where to get it at. I need to hit up one of my local glass guys. Maybe he can tell me where to find that kind of stuff at. But if y'all know, hit me in the comments. Let me know where I can find that. I could sure use it. I need to do the front windshield and the back one. So I had a gentleman ask me what kind of motor's in this car. And I guess I haven't explained this, that I got this from the old farmer. And he used to give his kids rides around in the pasture with this old car. And I guess the motor quit on him one day, so he pulled it out and put in a Kohler rod and lawnmower motor. Now I guess he was some kind of machinist or something, because he somehow, and I still hadn't really figured it out, how he coupled it and to the transmission, but it does still have the original 4-speed Crosley transmission in it. Now, how he did that, I got no clue, man. One of these days I'm gonna tear it apart, because the man was pretty intelligent, I guess. But it does shift. It does still got the original pedals. I tell you, he was quite the engineer. Matter of fact, I'll just lift this car up real quick, and I want to show y'all some of his handiwork. No, I mean, if I was riding around in the pasture, maybe. I mean, eventually we're gonna have to get some real brakes on this car, but it's kind of ingenious how he got it to stop while he was driving it around in the pasture. Sorry, it's taking a minute to get this old car lifted up, but once I get her up here in the air, I'm gonna show y'all. Pretty neat, the engineering he did. I guess you could call it engineering. So, I'm gonna just go up that high, 'cause it takes it, the little car won't hardly push this lift down, but I'll crawl under here and show y'all. All right, so this car has four-wheel disc brakes. Just a little disc right here. It's just the dust cover. It had a little disc right here, and on the back brakes, it has an arm that was your emergency brake. You could push it out and then manually engage the disc brakes, because they were a juice brake system. I haven't dug into any of this, but what he did was, you see this little bitty cable here that let me try and make sure I get the camera. He took the rod loose from the emergency brake, and he ran this little cable all the way up here to the front, put a little pulley on it, then he come back and connected it to the brake pedal. And so when you push down on the brake, it squeezes the emergency brake levers, basically, so you have back brakes. So we did get this to work. We greased it up and stuff. It is working, at least on the lift it is. You spin the wheel and somebody hit the brakes and it actually works. So it's enough to drive the car. We're not gonna do a whole lot with this car with it like that. We'll just use it to move it around the yard, and I don't recommend doing this kind of stuff. But if you're on your own property, the only thing you can tear up is your own stuff. So it probably won't leave the property until we can actually find out some Crosley brake parts. We haven't Googled all that stuff or know how much it's gonna cost or anything else, but we're gonna figure it out. So we'll hopefully I'll get the cameraman out here, my beautiful wife. She'll maybe run this camera, and I'm gonna get some of this wiring and stuff done and see if we can do something with her. We'll get back with you. Yeah, she's coming around. Try to get all that black shit off there. I guess the old car was originally blue because it's pulling out some of the blue. But we got some little panels in here. We got some plexiglass side windows. Haven't pulled the stuff off of them yet. So yeah, she's coming around. We got a little driver's side seat mounted, and I'm trying to do some little patch panels in here and try to patch up some of the floor. But yeah, we did get it. Got the starter switch and the cool switch in it, so we can actually start it from inside the car now. So yeah, a little bit at a time, we'll get there.